I guess it's one of those things where I've always felt that, having watched the directors that I've watched, it is just a time-consuming endeavor. I mean, to be a real, I think if you didn't have family, that's the ideal scenario, to go out and be able to focus solely on the work. And people who, really good directors just spend oodles amount of time on the particular project if they're really good. I was commenting to the director of my last film. Most of the good directors that I know only have 4 or 5 hours of sleep, because they're tossing and turning. Ron always tells me, because we've done 11 films together, he'll tell me, I was up at 4. I was up at 3 o'clock today. Couldn't go back to bed. So it's a common practice. Jim Brooks, same thing. I'm sure same thing with Cameron. I'm sure same thing with, Parker. There's just no sleep because they're just thinking the picture on a consistent basis. And so when I saw that, I said, oh man, I don't know if I could do this and try and take care of a family. My priority was the family bit. If I could mix it in, great. And I just felt the director mantle was just something that went directly against being able to balance a family. It's just, to be good and to be a good director, it's just a hard balance. You just need to balance it more towards the project than you need towards your family. And if you're lucky enough to have your family understand that, that's great. I mean, people like J.J. Abrams, who just finished doing Mission Impossible 3. I did a stint because I had to take over for an assistant director who's, unfortunately, his father had passed away. So I had about a month in there where I was with J.J. And you can't get J.J. to go on a scout on a weekend. You can't do it, And yes, J.J. is the creator of Lost. He's the creator of Alias. He's also directing this. But at the same time, I think he made a decision. He says, Aldrich, I just can't do it. That weekend is the only free time I have with my family. So I admire him for trying to balance it, make the balance. But it's a really difficult scenario. So if you're going to be a director and you're going to be a good director, just realize that there are some tolls that you have to kind of figure out. The family thing is a very, very tough balance, and I wasn't willing to do that. I might be willing to be a director now that most of my family's grown up, but in the earlier part of their initial getting up, no. I mean, as an assistant director, I was gone 11 months out of 1 year, and that's not an uncommon thing, So, the last 2 projects that Ron has done, of which I've participated, Cinderella Man and also Da Vinci Code, I would have been gone a total of almost 1.5 years away from my family, with them occasionally coming to see me. And that doesn't cut it.